that what is the purpose of why do you come here for what purpose?
I was just like ever since I was a kid, like I've always been intrigued, just because me living in a city where everyone is always running around, you know, doing something always in routine and stuff like that, and you can see how you can see that they're sad. You know, you can see that you can even tell from their facial expressions or body expressions that they're sad. But then you see, you come to like a third world country where it doesn't just have to be a monk. It could be like a kid from a village or something like that, and they have only like the basic things in life, maybe like friends, family, food, and a house, but they're a lot happier. You can tell that they're a lot happier, and like that's why I just want to see what's the reason why they're yeah.
Right. เขาว่าเขามาจากเมืองใหญ่มากที่ประเทศออสเตรเลียก็เป็นประเทศที่รวยมากแล้วเขาเห็นคนที่อยู่ในเมืองนั้นเขาวิ่งทุกวันหาเงินแต่เขาเห็นเขาไม่มีความสุขจริงๆเขาเห็นเขาหน้าเหมือนคนเศร้าแต่ว่าแล้วเมื่อเขามาเมืองไทยหรือพม่าเขาเคยไปพม่าด้วยเขาบอกว่าที่นี้เขาเป็นประเทศที่ไม่รวยประเทศจนด้วยแต่เขาเห็นคนมีความสงบมีความสุขมากกว่าที่ประเทศรวยแล้วเขาสงสารเขาอยากมาเรียนรู้ความสุขนั้นมาจากไหน
จุดประสงค์ก็มีแค่นี้เหรอ
so that's your only purpose he says
yeah
แค่นี้นะครับ
ให้เขาเรียนรู้ต่อไปดีกว่าเรายังไม่บอกให้เขาไปเรียนรู้ของจริงว่าเขามีความสุขกันได้ยังไงและตัวเขาเองจะมีความสุขได้อย่างที่เห็นหรือเปล่าให้ไปเรียนรู้เอาเอง
เรียนรู้
ใช่ไปศึกษาเรียนรู้เอากับบุคคลที่เขาเห็นว่ามีความสุข
ครับ
และเขาสุขจริงหรือเปล่าและจิตใจเขาต้องการความสุขอย่างนี้หรือเปล่าสุขแบบนี้มันสุขเทียมไม่ใช่ของแท้แต่ทุกคนนะมีแต่ทุกข์
He says well he said something like well are you sure you want that kind of happiness are you sure that is happiness what you're seeing well he says that it's better that you come and learn from yourself and from observing real things and see actually if there is such a happiness that you're talking about
yeah that's I'm trying to get like a better understanding. That's why I love traveling, because you get to see people from different cultures and different places in the world that might be sad or might have different happiness, or like different things might give them different happiness, you know, and yeah, just to get a better understanding of that. Not really trying to find my happiness, because I could say that my happiness is, you know, friends and family. That's like what I hold close to me. I also know that like music is definitely like a sort of happiness for me, but I just want to get an understanding what other people like find, what their sort of happiness is.
เขาบอกว่าเขาออกจากประเทศเขาไปเที่ยวเพราะว่าไปเที่ยวประเทศอื่นเช่นมาเมืองไทยไปเวียดนามไปพม่าแล้วเขาไปเที่ยวเพราะว่าเขาสนใจคนที่ประเทศอื่นเขาเอาความสุขมาจากไหน แล้วเขาว่าอะไรที่เขาเรียกความสุขคือเพื่อนกับครอบครัว and maybe he will find that happiness is not what he thinks because real things that are happening now is not actually happiness.
So when you say real things, is it real things just around us like us sort of thing, or real things as in like the broad like in the world, or
เขาถามว่าเมื่ออาจารย์บอกของจริงของจริงคืออะไรของที่อยู่ใกล้ๆหรือของที่อยู่ในโลกหรืออะไรของจริงคืออะไร
มีอยู่ทั้งตัวเราและของคนอื่นทั่วโลกของจริงพิสูจน์ได้เหมือนกันหมด
He says that real things are things that we have in ourselves and other people too, but are things that you can prove by yourself, that you can see and prove by yourself. Those are real things.
Okay.
ทุกข์เนี่ยเป็นของจริงทุกคนมีเหมือนกัน
ทุกข์คือทุกขเวทนาเหรอครับหรือ
ก็ทุกข์ที่มีอยู่แล้วทุกอย่างที่เป็นทุกข์ทั้งรูปทั้งนามเป็นทุกข์ทุกคนมีเหมือนกัน
He says that, for example, bodily unpleasant feeling, that's a real thing that happens in the present, and that everybody has them. Every human being has it. Every living being has it in the same way, and you can prove it by yourself.
เขาเคยรู้บ้างไหมทุกข์ปวดเมื่อยหิวกระหายหนาวร้อน
Have you seen some of that body unpleasant feeling, like for example, bodily aching, or pain and ache, or hunger, or thirst, or heat, or cold? Have you seen those things?
Yeah, throughout my life, yeah.
เขาเคยเห็น
เนี่ยทุกคนมีเหมือนกัน
He says every person has them in the same way. They are true things, realities.
ไม่ต้องไปแสวงหาจากประเทศไหน
You don't have to go and look for them in other countries.
Yeah.
มีทุกคน
Everybody has them. Yeah.
เขาอาจจะงงนะมาหาความสุขแต่บอกให้รู้เรื่องทุกข์
He said that maybe you're like perplexed, like you come and look for happiness, and he's just pointing out to look at suffering.
I point out to look at suffering. But would you look out at suffering to also understand happiness, or to get a broader understanding of it? Because suffering, would you say, is like the opposite to happiness? So if you have an understanding of sorrow, do you sort of understand and appreciate happiness, or?
เขาบอกว่าก็เข้าใจทุกข์การเข้าใจทุกข์เป็นเหตุให้เข้าใจสุขด้วยไหม
ใช่
Yes, he says that. Yes, understanding suffering.
ต่อไปก็ไม่ต้องไปแสวงหาสุขจากคนอื่นหาทุกข์นี่แหละพอเรารู้ทุกข์ของเราของคนอื่นก็ทุกข์แบบนี้ไม่ต้องแสวงหามีแต่ทุกข์กับแก้ทุกข์
แต่เขาบอกว่าถ้าเข้าใจทุกข์จะเข้าใจสุขด้วยไหม
ใช่เข้าใจเข้าใจแล้วก็ไม่ต้องแสวงหาเหมือนที่เขาเคยหาความสุขจากคนอื่น
Yeah, he says that yeah, that's actually so, and that you don't have to look for it in other people. The happiness you were looking for, right?
I feel like I have happiness, but the thing is, if someone that's close to me, or a friend, or just someone that I've met, doesn't have that sort of happiness, I want to figure out a way how I can reach them or simplify it into words or something like that, which you're basically saying that, like coming from like inside and stuff like that.
To simplify into words, what do you mean?
Like so for everyone, for someone to understand the easiest way to understand if someone was sad and they needed guidance or they were trying to find guidance, but they haven't found the right answer yet. And maybe I can tell them that it's from the inside, but then sometimes they need sometimes they need guidance from another person. Would you say, or? Yeah.
You mean other people who are sad, right?
Yeah.
And that you cannot help them yourself.
Yeah.
เขาบอกว่าเขารู้สึกเขามีความสุขเอง แต่บางครั้งเขาเจอคนที่เป็นทุกข์ที่ไม่มีความสุขแบบนั้น แล้วบางครั้งเขาแนะนำเขาก็ไม่ได้แล้ว so what was your question at the end? Does happiness come from the inside or what?
So what you guys are saying that finding happiness is from the real things, like from you and like your surroundings and stuff like that. You can say that to someone that is sad and they can sometimes understand, they can understand, but on the other hand they can't, sometimes they can't understand and they need someone to help them understand.
แล้วเขาว่าถ้าบอกคนที่เศร้าบอกเขาว่าความสุขมาจากข้างในเหมือนที่อาจารย์บอกว่าเมื่อกี้เขาบอกว่าอาจารย์เมื่อกี้บอกว่าความสุขมาจากข้างในมาถ้าเขาใจทุกข์ก็เขาจะเข้าใจสุขด้วยแต่บางครั้งเขาคนที่เศร้าอาจจะบอกแบบนี้อาจจะเขาจะไม่เข้าใจก็ได้นะครับ
คนละประเด็นคนละเรื่องกันไม่ได้บอกเรื่องเศร้าแต่ให้มาเรียนรู้ของจริงที่ตัวเองมี
He says that you're talking about something else, that he never spoke about sadness.
Not sadness.
He spoke about the suffering that you have inside yourself, which is like, for example, he gave an example, bodily unpleasant feeling. That is independent. Bodily I'm adding this myself. Bodily unpleasant feeling, like aching, like heat, like hunger, thirst. All of those things happen to everybody every day, independently of if they feel sad or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the reason why when someone is sad, I mixed up suffering with sadness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's not. I mean, sadness is an aspect of suffering, but he's not making any emphasis in that. He's talking about the unpleasant things, basically, right? Like for instance, bodily unpleasant feeling that arises every day. Yeah. You don't need to be sad or happy. It's independent from that, right? If you sit too long in that chair, you will have to move because there's unpleasant feeling arising. So those are real things which happen to everybody everywhere in the world. So he says that one should understand these real things which are happening to us every day.
เดี๋ยวคุยกับคุณซีโมนี่บ้างว่าเขามีความเข้าใจอย่างไรคุยกันแล้วเมื่อวาน
So he wants to ask Simone about how has it been after what we talked yesterday. How's been your understanding or your experience?
For sure, much better yesterday than Monday. Because how I told you, I was used to have a meditation and be focused in one place. And
one place?
It's like just in one point, like
one
a
point
or a painting, something like this. And
focusing on one point.
And since when the teacher said it's not really important be focusing there, but knowing. Because thinking is one thing, and knowing is another thing. It's a different one. And when you start to knowing, your thought arise. At that point, the thought just fades by themselves, without push them away, without any hunger, because hunger don't help me, but it's not really convenient. So all the time when my thought arise yesterday, straight away I say, okay, I'm knowing this is my thought, that is it's me, and slowly my thought just fade by themselves.
ครับ
Yeah, it was better.
เขาบอกว่าเมื่อวันดีกว่าวันจันทร์เพราะว่าตอนแรกเขาเคยปฏิบัติอย่างอื่นคือต้องโฟกัสในอารมณ์เดียวใช่ไหมเช่นเตียงหรือภาพหรืออย่างนั้นก็ตอนนี้เขาเข้าใจที่อาจารย์สอนว่าไม่ต้องปฏิบัติแบบนั้นทุกอารมณ์ก็ดูได้แล้วเกี่ยวกับความคิดเขาอาจารย์บอกว่าอะไรที่คิดคืออย่างหนึ่งความรู้ความคิดก็อีกอย่างหนึ่งแล้วถ้าอย่างนั้นตอนนี้เขาไม่ได้ปฏิเสธความคิดแล้วเขาเห็นเมื่อเขารู้ความคิดก็ความคิดจะไปเองเกิดเองแล้วไปเองอย่างนี้
ก็เป็นกรณีศึกษาเรียนรู้จิตใจเขาเป็นอย่างนี้ถ้าเราปฏิเสธเขาก็จะเป็นอีกอย่างหนึ่งถ้าเราไม่ปฏิเสธเขาก็เรียนรู้ได้ง่าย
He says that this is like a opportunity to study your mind, right? Like to see that if you have aversion to your thinking or to your thoughts, that will be one kind of experience. And if you just accept that the thoughts are arising, maybe thoughts that you like, maybe thoughts that you don't like, when you accept and not reject, it will be another kind of experience. So these are things that you can study for yourself, right?
And I have another question. Sometime where during the technique, because I cannot call this meditation.
Sometimes what? Sorry.
When I just sit on the chair or just walking, and I try to be mindfulness. It's aware about everything, about the wind or the tree, or it's like the bird. So also when the silly thought arises in my mind, should I just be more focused about the present, or maybe I could dealing with them, just think about something, take me to the future or to the past? I don't know what the best. Also when they are not really important, it's not really hurt me, or they don't make me sad, or nothing, like something simple. Should I anyway let them fade and be in the present moment, or I should keep them and think about a little bit my future or my past?
Right. So you mean should you somehow let the thought away and focus in something else that is happening, or just continue
before,
watching the
for the previous meditation, when I was focusing one point, so my mind should be really empty. But at that point, like the teacher said in the last few days, so we should not just reject or just have aversion, but just be familiar with them and be aware of them. And I understand. But at the same time, when they, for example, I think, okay, now I have to go back in Italy. So for my job, I have to do this, this, and this. So should I keep
thinking about that?
And think about that, or say, okay, now it's not the right moment. I will cross the bridge when I will be there.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
You have a lot of time, not during the day, just walk or just lie down, take a nap, and yeah. So when this kind of thought arise.
What should you do? Should you keep on thinking about them, or should you change the object to something else?
Because it's like, if I can change the object, anyway I will think about something else. So my mind thinking all the time, I'm not just get the nirvana or anyway the thought arise all the time.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
เขาทำว่าเมื่อเขาคิดอยู่อะไรก็ได้ความคิดอะไรก็ได้อาจจะเป็นความคิดที่เขาไม่ปฏิเสธแต่ว่าเขาต้องทำอะไรเขาต้องเปลี่ยนอารมณ์ไปรู้อารมณ์อย่างอื่นที่มีในปัจจุบันเช่นรู้กายหรือรู้เสียงหรือรู้อะไรก็ได้หรือต้องเปลี่ยนอารมณ์แบบนี้หรือไม่ต้องก็อยู่กับความคิดต่อรู้ทำยังไงดี
จริงๆก็บอกไปแล้วเมื่อวานมีสองกรณีหนึ่งให้รู้ความรู้สึกรู้จิตที่คิดไม่ใช่ดูเรื่องแล้วการที่สองถ้าดูไม่ได้ก็เปลี่ยนไปรู้อารมณ์อื่นที่เขาโชว์ที่เขามีอยู่แล้ว
ครับ He said that that was something he explained yesterday. He said that there are two cases, right? Well, 2 points, right? The first point is that he explained that you should not get involved in the content of the thinking, right? But only know the present activity that is happening, which is thinking itself, right? You just know that, oh, now there is thinking is happening. So, but not to be knowing the content, like, oh, I need to go to Italy and I need to buy this and that. That's getting involved with the content, right? But if you just know that thinking is happening, that is knowing the present, right? Because the content of the thoughts, it's never the present. The content of the thoughts, it's always somewhere else, right? So here we try to know the present. So what is happening in that moment when you notice that you're thinking? When you're thinking, what is the present? Well, it's thinking, right? So if you know that you're thinking, that means that you're becoming aware of what is actually happening in the moment, right? And then the second point is that if you cannot see that, if you cannot be aware of that, because you get too involved in the content, right? Then he says that then you can change the object to something else. You can know if your body is sitting, well, you can become aware of the body that is sitting, or whatever sounds come, or the wind, whatever other objects which are happening at the present, right? They usually, here they emphasize the body because the body is always in the present, it's always here. So the object is, when you know your body, like the way the body is sitting or the way the body is lying, that means the lying posture or the sitting posture or the walking posture, that's something that is always in the present, right? You have a body and the body is always there. Yeah.
So are you saying that like more to observe the present than rather think about like the past and the future, like observing what's around you and yourself? That's like thinking already. Is that what you're trying?
What I said?
Yeah. Is that?
No. The content of the thoughts is like, for instance, if you're thinking about, I don't know, whatever, your trip to Burma, and so that's the content of the thought. That content is not something that is actually happening right now. Mm-hmm. What is actually happening right now is that you are thinking. Mm-hmm. That is true.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah. If that happens in the present, so if we're thinking about, if I'm thinking about content that's happening now, so like the birds or
no, but one thing is to think about. One thing is to hear. You're hearing the sound. That is true.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking about the birds, I don't know, oh, what kind of bird is that, or have I ever heard this sound? That is thinking.
Yeah.
So you know that you're thinking. That's also present moment if you know that you're thinking.
Okay. But then if you're thinking about the bird, then you leave all the other things that are happening in the present. Is that right?
Well, if you're thinking about the bird or thinking about whatever, thinking is never in the present. So when you're thinking, means you're absent. You're in the past or in the future.
Yeah.
But if you know that you're thinking, then you're knowing the present.
Okay. I get you now. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're hearing a bird, that's present,
Yeah.
hearing. But if you start thinking about the bird, this is a very nice. I think I heard when I was in Burma. I think I heard this bird.
Yeah.
All of that is not happening. Is not something that is happening here, right?
Okay.
ผมเขาไม่เข้าใจแต่ตอนนี้เขาเข้าใจเขาไม่เข้าใจความคิดคืออะไรรู้อารมณ์ที่เกิดในปัจจุบันคืออะไรตอนนี้เขาเข้าใจแล้วครับ
อยากคุณโรตีจะนำเสนออะไรก็ต่อไหม
ครับ
เมื่อวานก็คุยกันกับคุณซีโมนี่แต่เขาก็ยังไม่ได้เอาไปเรียนรู้เช่นความรู้สึกที่รู้กายที่ยืนเดินนั่งนอนความรู้สึกที่รู้ทุกข์ปวดเมื่อหิวกระหายหนาวร้อนตั้งแต่ตื่นจนหลับเขาไม่ได้พูดถึงเลย
ครับ
ลองสื่อให้เขารู้ว่าเรื่องเหล่านี้มันมีอยู่แล้วทุกข์ต่างๆแบบเนี้ยกายที่ต้องเปลี่ยนแก้ยืนเดินนั่งนอนเนี่ยแต่เขาไม่พูดถึงแสดงว่าเขาไม่ได้รู้เรื่อง
He says that the teacher says that yesterday we talked about like knowing whatever is happening, like knowing the body which is sitting or walking or lying down, or knowing all the different unpleasant bodily feelings that you have to relieve all the time, right? Like bodily aching or hunger or thirst or heat or thirst, all these unpleasant feelings arise every day since you wake up until you go to bed. And the teacher said that you haven't mentioned anything about it. How was for you knowing these things or not? So he's wondering if you didn't pay attention to those things. Did you pay attention to those things or not?
I mean, it's like about the things around.
About what?
You mean about when I walk or?
If you pay attention, like when you walk.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. Also, for example, when I was drinking, how I open the bottle, I drink, or just feel the water swallow through my throat. Yeah, I was more aware. Of course, wasn't automatically. Was something I was thinking. Say, okay, just be in the right moment. And I was.
It was not automatic. What do you mean?
It's like nothing was automatically. Like, I can feel this, or I can feel that, or I'm aware about how I can touch the bottle. So I was really careful about what the teacher said yesterday. So all the action I did, I was trying to be in the right moment. So, yeah.
เขาว่าใช่เขามีสติเกิดบ่อยเช่นเมื่อเดิมน้ำเขาจะรู้ความรู้สึกที่จับขวดแล้วน้ำที่เขาในปากแล้วทุกอย่างเขาจะรู้เขาพยายามมีสติกับทุกครั้งทุกอะไรที่เขาทำอยู่เขาพยายามมีสติตลอดเหมือนอาจารย์บอกเมื่อวานนี้
ไม่ใช่บอกให้พยายามให้มีสติตลอดให้ไปเรียนรู้ที่เวลาไม่ต้องพยายามแล้วมีสติได้ไหม
He says that the teacher his instruction was not to try to have mindfulness all the time. That was not his instruction. He said his instruction was like when you're not trying, can you have mindfulness?
No.
เคยเห็นไหม
No.
ที่ไม่ต้องพยายามแต่เขารู้มีสติ
Have you had this experience that you're not trying to have mindfulness, or you're not trying to know, or you're not trying to be aware, but awareness arises by itself? You know something, you become aware of something which is happening without the intention to become aware or without the trying?
No, I think maybe a few times, but most of the time, because I'm here for that reason, just for learn something, and I think whatever we want to achieve, we have to put some effort into. So, and I was just doing the right homework. So
The what? The right
homework.
homework.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And try as much as I can.
Oh, I see.
But maybe because I was trying really hard, maybe a few times it's happened. Oh, I'm here. It's like, oh, I feel this without any
Intention.
intention.
But most of the time you were trying really hard.
Yeah, by myself. It's like it wasn't spontaneous.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I was just trying to make the right exercise.
The right exercise. เขาบอกว่าไม่มีแบบนั้นเพราะว่าเขาพยายามมากเพราะว่าเขาเห็นว่าถ้าในชีวิตถ้าต้องการอะไรก็ต้องพยายามแล้วเขามาอยู่ที่นี่เพราะว่าเขาอยากเรียนเขาอยากเข้าใจแล้วถ้าอย่างนั้นเขาต้องพยายามมากแล้วเมื่อวานเขาพยายามตลอดบางครั้งอาจจะเลิกพยายามเองก็ได้แล้วอาจจะรู้นิดหน่อยโดยไม่พยายามแต่ส่วนใหญ่เขาพยายามเพราะว่าเขาอยากทำอะไรที่อาจารย์บอกอยากทำโดยถูกต้องอยากทำดีๆอย่างนี้ชำนาญดีๆ
เมื่อวานก็บอกไปแล้วในความพยายามความต้องการแบบนี้ตัณหามันทำงานอยู่
He says that yesterday he explained that this trying is craving, this trying is desire, is greed. So when you are trying to be aware in this way, actually what you are developing is just greed, the greed to obtain, to get something, to get some result.
ความพยายามที่จะให้มีสติตลอดตัวนั้นคือความต้องการตัณหาก็ทำงานอยู่ไม่ใช่สติ
He says that making this effort or this trying to have mindfulness all the time or to have awareness all the time, he says that that's actually it's craving what is working there. It's not mindfulness, but it's desire which is working and which is trying because it wants to obtain some result, this result or that result, whatever.
For that I understand and I agree with it. At the same time, I'm not expert. If I don't pay a little bit effort about that, it's like I just wasting my day because I have no skills.
You have no what?
Skill. I have no experience. So if I don't try to work a little bit hard, like the teacher suggests, I will be there without nothing to do.
เขาบอกว่าเขาเห็นด้วยเขาเห็นกับอาจารย์บอกแต่ว่าถ้าเขาไม่พยายามนิดพยายามนิดหน่อยก็ถ้าเขาไม่มีความเพียรนิดหน่อยเขาจะรู้สึกคล้ายๆเสียเวลาเขาไม่ได้ทำอะไรเลยคล้ายๆอย่างนั้น
ตัวที่กลัวเสียเวลานั่นแหละเป็นเหตุให้ทำกรรมฐาน
He says that the fear to waste your time, the fear to waste your time, that is the cause that is making you practice in this way, in the way that you're trying to get something.
ถ้าทำไปนานๆเดี๋ยวจะมึนจะปวดจะเครียดจะเกร็งจะนอนไม่หลับ
And if you do that for a long time, then you're gonna start to get like side effects. If you're trying like that for a long time, you're gonna start getting side effects, like you start to become tense. Your body will be tense. You will be unable to sleep. You will be just become stressed.
เขามีอาการบ้างหรือยัง
Have you had any kind of symptoms like that already? Like hard shoulders or just bodily stress or mental stress or something like that? No? ยังไม่มีครับยังไม่มี
No, I will be more relaxed.
Huh?
I will be more relaxed today.
No, he's asking that if you had.
No.
Today you will be more relaxed,
Yeah.
like your shirt says. How?
I will take more like Sunday.
Like what? Sunday?
Like Sunday. Like a day off.
ต้องผ่อนคลายมีสติ
ใช่เพราะว่าเสือของเขาบอกว่าต้องผ่อนคลายภาษาอังกฤษบอกว่าผ่อนคลายเขาบอกว่าวันนี้เขาจะผ่อนคลายขึ้นเหมือนเป็นวันหยุดวันที่ไม่ต้องทำงานใช่ไหม
ไม่ต้องทำเหมือนอย่างที่เคยทำเมื่อวาน
He says that you don't have to do it like you did it yesterday
ไม่ต้องขยันทำ
แต่งานอะไรครับ He says that ครับครับ He says that
ไม่ต้องหางานทำ
Here the teacher says you don't have to look for work to do
ให้อยู่แบบปกติธรรมดาแบบผ่อนคลายฟรีสไตล์
You just have to be very just relax and be very what he uses the English term freestyle. Just feel free, feel relaxed, feel that you're not doing a job, you're not looking for a result, you don't have to get something, you're just relaxing and whenever you get aware of what is happening, then you just that moment you're aware, and when you're not aware, well, you know that you're not aware, and that's all. Just very relaxed. ครับต้องผ่อนคลาย
ก็ไม่มีอะไรมากหรอกให้รู้ตามธรรมดาที่เขามีไม่ต้องไปเพิ่มไม่ต้องไปเพ่งไม่ต้องไปโฟกัสอะไรเพิ่มขึ้นมา
He says that there's not much, that it's not something special what we do here, it's just to observe what is already there. We don't have to create it because things are already there, and so the awareness is just something natural that come sometimes and sometimes not, but it's not something that we have to fabricate, to create, to make an effort for the awareness to be there, right?
บอกให้รู้แต่ผู้ฟังเอาไปปฏิบัติเอาไปทำใช่ไหมอาจารย์ปานีก็บอกฉันบอกให้รู้ไม่ได้บอกให้ทำ
ครับ
ปกติเข้าใจความหมายไหม
ครับเข้าใจ he's talking about a teacher of us, a woman teacher who lives somewhere else, that she usually, when she instructed her students, when she would say, well, I just told you to know, I didn't tell you to do. Yeah, I didn't. Here to do means to try, to choose, right? To create something, to fabricate, to do, to try, right? She just say, the instruction is only to be aware, just to know, not to do.
เรียนรู้ไอ้ตัวทำกับตัวไม่ทำตัวที่ตั้งใจจะดูจะกำหนดมันจากในใจแล้วก็เพ่งโฟกัสไปที่อารมณ์แต่ตัวที่ไม่ต้องเพ่งต้องโฟกัสแบบนั้นอารมณ์เขาโชว์เขาเสนอแล้วความรู้สึกก็มารู้
Yeah, he says that we have to observe both how when we are trying to do, and when we just stop trying and the awareness just happens by itself when the object shows itself, and then the awareness knows, right? That's just it's something that happens by itself. But when we are trying to know, then we are focusing on the object like in a natural way, right? And if you had practiced those kinds of meditations in which you have to focus in something, then it may be a little difficult for you at first because here is not trying anything, it's not making any effort, it's not creating like a artificial state of mind, or it's just the natural way in which you have always know things, but we just know them without really knowing that we are knowing, you know.
Is it the same as like subconsciousness, or completely different? Because subconscious is like you're knowing it, but you're not thinking about it, or is it different to that?
Here it's more like usually we do things automatically, right? Mm-hmm. Like I scratch myself without really being aware, right? So here it's just that it's exactly the same thing. I mean, the scratching is automatically also, but you're aware of it, mm-hmm. right? That's all. It doesn't mean that you're thinking about it. There's any thinking happening. It's just you're just knowing what is happening. The mind is not somewhere else. Okay. The mind is just in the present. Doesn't mean that you're thinking about it, right?
Okay.
เขาบอกว่าวันนี้เขาจะผ่อนคลายขึ้นครับ
ไม่มีอะไรอย่างอื่น
so today you will relax, right? And is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's enough.
เขาบอกว่าไม่มีอะไรครับเขาพอแล้วครับ